Be completely honest with me for a second here. Did you wake up at 2 o'clock this morning? You got a sudden burst of inspiration and immediately you fire off 3 chaotic messages to your virtual assistant. And then, did you feel a wave of secret resentment when those tasks weren't magically finished by 9 a.m.? Look, I know you are completely exhausted and I know that you feel like you're carrying the entire weight of your company on your back. You actually are. That's what you're doing. But your team does not need another brilliant, erratic midnight idea from you. That's the truth I cannot hide from you. They don't need another brilliant but erratic midnight idea from their CEO. So if this is your usual behavior, I'm just going to be blunt and let you know that your team or your virtual assistant is likely terrified of your unpredictable energy. And I'm sorry to tell you, but your current inconsistency is not a quirky entrepreneurial habit. It is an operational wrecking ball that is paralyzing the people you hired to help you. I'm Lisa Sabala and I'm the founder of 8.8 Virtual Assistants and Avenue Funnels. And after 20 years of fixing broken back offices, I'm going to tell you a brutal truth that most business gurus will hide from you. Here's the truth. A team that is constantly walking on eggshells will never ever scale your business. If your virtual assistant spends 70% of their day, of their working hours, trying to decipher your mood or guess your priorities, then they are not executing. They are just trying to survive you. They are just trying to manage your mood. You are punishing your team for your own lack of personal discipline. So stop overthinking your grand vision and start looking directly in the mirror. If you want a highly successful business, you have to make your own daily behavior completely predictable. You cannot expect stability in your bank account if your leadership style changes every single Tuesday. Just think about the psychological whiplash that you're causing. If you are an interior designer changing your mind on a client mood board every 3 days, your team stops trying. Or if you're a contractor shifting job site schedules based on your morning anxiety, your subcontractors will lose all respect for your authority. They might not even show up at all. So to build a highly profitable machine that has predictable revenues, you must become a boringly predictable client and leader to your team. Here's what you can do instead. Number 1, drop your updates at the exact same time every single day. Create clear, unshakable boundaries so your team knows exactly what a win looks like. Lead with the result. When you stabilize your behavior, you give your people the emotional safety to actually do their jobs masterfully. And that brings me to the second half of the equation. Once you become predictable, you have to demand the exact same standard of predictability from your virtual assistant and team. So stop getting blinded by flashy resumes or people who promise you the world during an interview. They can't give you the world. In the trenches of running a business, temporary bursts of genius are completely worthless. You do not need a chaotic superstar. You need an aggressively reliable professional who shows up at the exact same time every single workday. You need someone who updates the project trackers meticulously, follows the SOPs without being asked, and delivers steady results week after week. And that is the exact operational baseline that we build into every single company that we work with at 8.8. I demand predictability from my team members, and they expect the same from me, because we don't match you with people who run on fleeting motivation. That's not how you build a business. That's not how you scale. We give you disciplined executors who know how to protect your time and steady your business, because when a structured leader meets a reliable assistant, your day-to-day operations become entirely automated. But let's drive this point completely home. Your future is nothing more than a collection of your current daily habits. If your morning routine is completely chaotic, your business revenue will always be completely chaotic. It takes time to understand and actually make this a habit, but you have to automate your own daily life before you can expect to automate your company. Review your metrics at the same exact hour every week. Clear out your team's operational bottlenecks with absolute regularity. Like, put that in your schedule when you plan to respond to your team's questions, clarifications, and confirm that they're actually on the right track so they can keep going. Because no one wants an emotional leader. So you need to stop trying to be an emotional hero who rescues the business from a new fire every afternoon, because there wouldn't be a fire in the first place if systems were in place. Tell yourself that you need to start being the disciplined architect who ensures the fires never start at all. So take off your cape. You don't have to be the hero. You just have to be the visionary and the predictable leader. You start giving your team the steady leadership they deserve. Your business should be a peaceful vehicle for your personal freedom, and it shouldn't constantly reflect your daily anxiety. And there is a way to do that by being predictable, being disciplined, and being a leader to your team that they can count on. If you are ready to stop the internal chaos and start leading your brand like a real CEO, you absolutely need to watch this next video where we help you delegate like a boss. I will see you there.